in many respects, the real challenge is related to leadership style for Park Geun-hye. And I think there are some warning flags that we can see at this stage, and some challenges in terms of differentiating herself actually from her father. Korea has changed tremendously during the course of that time. And if she adopts the style of her father and tries to fly the plane herself, that's not going to be sufficient, because what Korea needs in the Blue House now is an air traffic controller, not a pilot. Okay, so that's one issue. I think the second issue is related to, frankly, talent. I think as you look at the initial cabinet appointments, in Seoul in particular, my impression is that people were not necessarily wowed by the types of people who were being brought in. And this raises the issue of loyalty versus being able to reach out and draw in the best blood in order to be able to accomplish the task.
There's a real challenge for her on the social welfare spending side. South Korea has tremendous social needs. It's at the bottom of the heap in terms of social welfare spending among OECD countries, and the needs are only going to get greater because South Korean society has changed drastically in the 30 or so years that I've been associated with Korea. From being a traditional society in terms of 3 generations living in the household, every generation living in its own household now, the aging of society rapidly picking up steam and so forth. And so President Park was facing the same problem that President Obama and Republicans here and countries all over the developed world are facing. The dilemma between getting the increases in taxes needed to pay for this increased social welfare spending. So I think this is going to be very tough for her. And if she wants to make a success of this, she'll have to work very hard and have some measure of luck.
There's a problem of hitting up against the inability to fulfill her own promises, which was essentially, vote for me, you'll have your cake and eat it too. We'll have continued high growth. And we'll still have these global companies that now are name brands around the world, but I'm going to support small and medium-sized companies, and I'm going to improve social welfare in all these ways that are quite important, not just for progressives, across the board in South Korean society. So that's a tall order.